In life, we all encounter obstacles, and those obstacles come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. The question is, how do we handle those obstacles? Do we attack them head on, or do we allow them to make us quit? Welcome to the No Quit Living podcast, where we aim to motivate and inspire listeners to never give up on themselves, their dreams, or their goals. We will interview successful people from all walks of life as they share their no-quit stories when they had the choice to give up or give in, but they didn't. We thank you for listening, and we hope to be that jolt of positivity as you go for your greatness. Welcome to episode number 201 of the No Quit Living podcast. I'm your host, Christopher J. Worth, and today's theme of the day is accountability partners. Our quote of the day comes to us from Bob Proctor. Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to the result. Today's episode is sponsored by the good people over at West Fair Communications, who publish the Westchester County Business Journal and the Fairfield County Business Journal. These newspapers do a wonderful job in covering all aspects of the business world within two of the most influential markets in the New York metropolitan area. You can also take advantage of their daily news feeds, which keep track on the companies and thought leaders in these important regions. For more information, take a look at www.westfaironline.com. Trust me, once you start reading, you won't quit. Over the past year, I've been often asked about the importance of accountability partners, and today we're going to jump into that topic. I find that often in life, we can all overcomplicate things, and I think that happens to be the case when it comes to accountability partners. I'm not coming to you as the expert or the guru of accountability partners, but instead, I'm coming to you as someone who has thoroughly studied the topic, but also as someone who has personally experienced success with a few different accountability partners in both my personal and professional life. A few months back, I was speaking at an event, and someone in the crowd asked me what I felt was the most important aspect or quality of having a successful relationship with an accountability partner. Without hesitating, I immediately answered with one word: consistency. I think the biggest misconception I've found when it comes to accountability partners is that there is only one way that it has to be done. I think that is 100% not true. The only thing that needs to be is consistent. The specifics themselves are all individualized. For example, do you meet in person, over the phone, via Skype or Zoom, or perhaps over the video or audio component of WhatsApp? And are your sessions 30 minutes or 45 minutes, or perhaps an hour or even longer? And how often do they occur? Once a week, once every 2 weeks, or perhaps once every 3 weeks? The specifics do not depict success or failure, but what does, and what is the most important thing, is sticking to a consistent schedule and holding each other accountable. Each partner needs to challenge, push, and make sure that the other person is holding up their end of the bargain. An accountability partner can be used in many different ways. For example, you could have one at work, one at the gym, one in your personal life, and one that is specifically to help you with your goals. Perhaps you even have an accountability partner where you might be working and helping each other with something you both might be going through, or possibly a business venture or entrepreneurial objective. One thing that I've found is the overall length and/or relationship with an accountability partner can be either specific for a time period or a specific goal, or it could be an ongoing relationship geared towards personal growth. For example, I myself have a couple of gym accountability partners that hold me accountable each and every single day in the gym. What works for me is I don't need a yes man or a yes woman, someone that tells me what I want to hear or agrees with me on the days when I don't really feel like getting after it. What has worked for me in that department are people that call me out and hold me accountable with my goals as far as gym, fitness, and nutrition each and every single day, especially the days where I don't really feel like getting after it. On those days, they really need to make sure that they challenge me, push me, and make sure I still get after it. Unlike a paid coach, you don't need to pay for an accountability partner. Now, some people might not be in the financial position right now to pay or hire a coach, which is why many people prefer the relationship with an accountability partner. There are a couple of things that I think are very important to point out as far as selecting your accountability partner. Your accountability partner doesn't need to be your best friend, nor someone that you often socialize with. Clearly, you can like the person, but the biggest requirement is that they are somebody you can count on, someone that you know will hold you accountable, challenge you, and push you out of your comfort zone so you can accomplish whatever your goal or objective happens to be. But it's not a one-way street, and you need to make sure that you do the same thing for them as well. I'd like to share a couple of interesting statistics to you. According to the American Society of Training and Development, the ASTD, they did a recent study about accountability, and they found the following statistics. The probability of completing a goal, if you have an idea or goal, is 10%. If you consciously decide you will do it, 25%. If you decide when you will do it, 40%. And if you plan how you will do it, 50%. And if you commit to someone that you will do it, 65%. And if you have a specific accountability appointment with the person you've committed to, you have a 95% chance of accomplishing that goal. So as we wrap up today's episode, I would like you to consider looking into finding an accountability partner. It doesn't have to be a grueling process, but you also shouldn't just pick someone just to pick them. You might need to identify 3 or 4 different potential candidates to find the right one. If anyone has any specific questions, you can always reach out to me at chris@noquitliving.com. In the meantime, I challenge everyone to continue to look to grow, to improve in different areas in both your personal and professional life. And having an accountability partner might be that one thing that propels you forward. He or she might inspire, challenge, and guide you out of your comfort zone and closer towards the best version of yourself. So as you go for your greatness today, do so with a positive attitude and pay it forward to someone else just because. And lastly, to our listeners, thank you. We truly appreciate your time, and we hope our episodes inspire you to keep on attacking life and never giving up. To quote Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, it's always too early to quit.